Alright, time to read the comments. Let's see. Here it is. Why are you getting gathering bonus all the time? Sad face. Because I have solid specs. Because I have solid levels. That's why. If you get high enough levels, you will get it pretty often. It's not guaranteed that you get it. Like, I don't think you can reach 100% without gathering gear or other means. Like, if you get like 50% from gathering levels, and then you have 15% from pork pie. So I think there's still a little bit missing to have 100% chance. Oh, how many they need to reach tool tier 8? I don't know. Like, you would simply need to count the days that you need to reach the learn points. It's 10 a day. I don't know how much you need to get to tier 8. I think the last level was like 400 learn points. And the one before 340 or something. Counting all that together and then divided by the days that you need for to get for the learn points, and then you know how many days you need. Takes months if you use learn points and takes even longer if you don't. It's definitely a long-term strategy and you have to want to do it, I agree. But once you get to tier 8 and even 3 resources, your income goes into the millions. Yep. Whenever I gank with people I love, when they get upset over 1.8 million silver kills, bear paws or something, because I easily make 4 million a day before refining if I'm active. I agree. So yeah, I would say getting one tool to tier 8 a month is doable if you have premium and are gathering 3 or 4 hours a day. Like, you don't need to gather 3 or 4 hours a day. And you will still be able to get it to tier 8 in a month, I'm pretty sure. With premium, you get 30 learn points every day. If you just gather 1 hour every day or something like that, you will probably reach tier 8 in a month. I'm pretty sure. If you don't have premium, you need a lot longer and you have to play every day so you don't lose out on the learn points that you get for free every day. If you have premium, you get them automatically. If you don't, you have to log in and do this little quest where you collect the keys by doing any activity in the game. Month. You mean 1 or 2 or more? Well, I would say 3 months without premium and 1 month with premium to get one tool from level 0 to tier 8 to level 8. That's my guess. Me watching you gather instead of going together. Yeah. Keep up the good work and great videos, bro. Thanks. It's Gluttony, the owner of Arch. He is roaming every day, ganking people with 2 parties. Well, it looks like me and this Gluttony guy are playing at different times, even though the times that I'm playing at are pretty mixed up. I haven't really found Arch ganking groups at these places yet, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I have found very little people, considering that those zones are really good that I'm running around at the moment, like a lot of tier 7 and tier 8 zones. I don't know why I'm not finding big ganking groups there. No idea. Can I ask a question? I think you can. What is the best laborer? I don't know, straight up. No idea. Lol, he got killed by one-shot mob. About the solo fame farming high tier gathering video. Did I get killed? Did somebody else get killed and I executed him? I don't know. I don't know. U2 Albion is lagging so hard? Sometimes. Like, usually the game is very stable for me. But I think 2 weeks ago or so, I had some weird lags. And I also think it was in the solo fame farming high tier gathering video, which was really bad. Like, I could have died there. I think it was the moment where I was gathering a big stack and suddenly an invisible person was next to me and he had a whole group of friends and I barely got out of their vision with invisibility and mounted up and got out. But that was pretty annoying because doing this with lags really is not that easy. Good stuff. Thanks. Nice video. Thanks. I once saw a teleporting gatherer bot around an ore patch. I could not target him and he was gathering really fast. I think that's the main reason why most resources around the maps are always depleted. I don't think that that's the main reason. I would imagine that SBI bans people very quickly if they just get any proof, like some clip or something of where such a thing is happening. And I'm pretty sure they will ban them instantly or at least very quickly because SBI is making money from Albion. If people start hating the game because there are too many hackers, they will make less money, and money is a big motivation. Wait, there's a bot on Albion. How can I get it? You really don't want to get one. Believe me, like, what would be the point for you to play this game, you know? Even if you had a bot and then would have infinite money and stuff like that, what's the point of playing games, you know? What's the point of playing games? Unless you want to do some real money trading, but then you will just get banned and then nothing worth it. Like, even if you wanted to do real money trading, just think about it. Just get a good job or get better at your current job and make more money. Like, you will earn more money in real life than doing such bullshit as real money trading in games. Have you thought about a ganker with Invis pod? Could despawn your mount, making you over encumbered? Don't know how much weight you had though. The Spectral Diabor has it on the passive. Spectral Diabor has carry weight on the passive, so he won't be encumbered, unlike Orcs. Exactly. Like, I only have to have a Spectral Diabor, a normal Diabor, a Moose, a Giant Stack equipped as my mount, and I will get the bonus because it's passive. With Oxes, it's different. It's with the Grizzly Bear, with the normal Snow Bear. You have to ride them or at least have them up. Otherwise, you will not get the bonus. Same with the Mammoth. So there's a big difference, and this is mainly the reason why it's impossible to play stuff like Oxes, Bears, and stuff like that. Because if your mount is gone, you are gone. Or you just throw everything away that you have in your inventory. At least as a gatherer. Of course, there are some exceptions, like for transporting a mammoth is pretty fine. But that's another story. There's a tier 8 fiber stack behind you. Is it? Something in the north that I could have gathered. Oh. You're right. I didn't see it. What was the time? Maybe I should have left. 34. Not dangerous. I believe there was. Yeah, I actually didn't see this. Sad life. Sad life. Depending on how much pieces this one had, it would have been worth from like 30k to 130k. Unlucky. Your webcam is covering the estimated market amount of bank in the solo PvE Daybreaker Roads of Avalon Volume 2 video. Yeah, I was playing around a little bit with the camera, and now I've made it just a little bit smaller, but it has the original position. So the estimated market value is shown from my loot boxes again. I like the Daybreaker. I also like the Daybreaker. It's a really nice weapon. Can I join your guild, bro? I love Gather and I have 5 tool tier 8. I am not really recruiting right now. So probably doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't know. You could join the guild, but I don't know if I have the time to play with you. And if I play with you, you need to speak like perfect English or perfect German. Otherwise, you know, I want some comfort when playing in my free time. Which better, gathering or fishing? I'm not sure yet. I'm still thinking about it, still figuring stuff out. And after I'm done with my Zero to Hero fishing series, I will know it. If it's as good or better than the normal gathering that I'm already doing on my main account. And if it's that good, I will just buy tons of fish, eat it, use learn points, and then have high tier, high levels in fishing, and then go out fishing and get the last couple of levels. Jemand Deutsches endlich. That's a German comment, and it means finally somebody German. Well, you are right. Whoop. I gave up fishing Black Zone. I get ganked almost every single time. Not sure how you miraculously avoid gankers, but I'm a huge target and I hate it. Well, I still have to see how it goes when I'm fishing in tier 8 zones. The tier 7 zones, at least the one tier 7 zone that I have been visiting, was really chill. Like, not much more ganking, like even a little bit less ganking than what I'm experiencing otherwise when I'm normally gathering. So I'll have to keep observing the situation and then think about how dangerous it is fishing. Maybe you choose wrong maps for fishing. Possible. Oh god. It's random. I'll do tier 7 or 8. I'll go from roads so I don't have to deal with the roadblock gankers, but then I'll be spotted. Once I'm actually fishing by someone on Grey Wolf, then he will be in comms with his teammates who will block me off from every other direction. I'll go invisible, activate sprint before, and then I'll try to mount up, and someone who's already mounted will meet me there and stop me. It's the same thing every time, every map, game-wide. I can't avoid it, and it's ridiculous. I really have no clue how anyone avoids this. Either God hates me, I'm getting too old for these types of games. One quick question. Are you only fishing, or have you also been gathering normal stuff? Like, the stuff may be different for fishers, because the maps and the way like the positions fishers get into are terrible, and I don't know how good you are with strategies and tactics, how good you are at escaping and stuff like that, because most time I encounter gankers, I don't die. Otherwise I would just lose all my money and would not make any profit, obviously. So maybe you are making some crucial mistakes at escaping, but maybe you simply put yourself into positions where it's impossible to escape ganks in case of somebody finding you there. So hard to say. It's hard to say. I have the impression Like, I have been in the tier 8 zone once, and I have been ganked as a fisherman, and I have the feeling I need the gallant horse. I think otherwise it will not be possible to survive in maps where you don't have roads portals. Like, I also was quickly looking if there are tier 8 swarms that are not boss maps where roads of Avalon portals can spawn. And this is way safer, and you wouldn't even need a gallant horse, mostly, probably. So, but I haven't been fishing enough yet, so I cannot tell too much yet. What's worse? Is tier 7 fishing gear cost 100k a piece plus mount, silver down the drain, regardless of what else I bring and earn? I'm a walking donation to gankers. Well, then you really should do something different. Like, there's no point in going out and just losing everything. By the way, recording the stuff, which is, by the way, on a side note, the only reason why I started this YouTube thing. There is no replay function in this game. There is no replay function in this game. When I started playing Albion, the only thing that was missing was to have an opportunity to look at the fights. And we had to look at the fights, and we wanted to look at the fights, so I started recording, and then I thought, hey, let's just upload this to YouTube. Because why the fuck not? And that's the only reason why this YouTube thing for me even started. And back to the topic, looking at replays, analyzing the stuff, analyzing options, maybe mistakes, strategies and tactics is really the way to go in any strategy and tactical game. Okay, update as of today. Thought I'd give it one last shot. Double blade, scholar, sandals, sterling cape, moose. I wouldn't say that you should be using scholar sandals, even though it's kind of nice that you cannot be CC'd in some ways. But you probably need some high value movement speed. Otherwise, you will not get out of the range of people. And you also cannot use an invisibility potion while using scholar sandals. So I don't think those are an option. Went to Eye of the Forest, one zone after that was chased down. Eye of the Forest is that one of these tier 8 boss maps, because like these forest boss maps are terrible for gatherers. If you are not with a big group, you really should not go into these maps. You really shouldn't. You are just dead if a ganking group sees you. You're just dead. There's no way you can escape unless they fuck up really badly. Like, they have to play really, really badly for you to survive in such maps. It's impossible to survive there unless you do some weird stuff with invisibility, mount up, and teleport right out of there, and are lucky that they don't find you quickly enough. Like, that's the only option for escaping in these maps. Don't go in there. Silenced, rooted, purged, blah. I'm done. Either everyone is in denial or you're all guild players relying on teams. This game is shit. Well, like, there should be an advantage for being able to rally hundreds of people around you and control a map, or just what I would prefer, roam around with 10 people who can gather everything and just gang, have some small scale items with you so you can fight groups if you want to, and have all the gathering tools with you, and just clean one map after another, take some castles, like, not castles, but take some outposts, take some crystal spiders, take some chests, gather all the big stacks, gank everyone who's in that map, and then go to the next map. That's pretty fun, and that's a good and profitable way to play the game. And of course, these people will have advantages over a single person. Like, this is not necessarily a solo game, but you can do a lot solo in this game. Fish, you are right. Spare God or Spear God? Nice video, thank you. Even though I don't feel like I'm that insanely good with spears, but I must say, oh well, I'm uploading this video at the not next Thursday, but the Thursday afterwards. I had a pretty nice fight. I had a pretty nice fight with the spear in the Roads of Avalon. I must say, I must admit. Genius move to avoid Gengar. Let's see. Yeah, pretending to go into the exit, but use invisibility instead. Yeah, I love that trick. I love it. It's really nice. Really nice. I know it's easy to say for those watching, but maybe you should have changed ways when you saw a dismounted guy towards the way you were moving. That was the first mistake leading to another one, I think. If I remember the situation correctly, yeah, I saw the dismounted guy in the west, so I turned to the north a little bit, but then there was another person in the northwest, and the only exit that was remotely close to me was in the northwest, and it was pretty close, so I thought I may have a solid chance to get there. The problem and the reason why I didn't turn back to the east, south wasn't possible because of the terrain, which was a mistake by me. I shouldn't have walked this way in the first place. Like, I should have put myself into a position where I have chances to go to the north, west, south, and east. That was one obvious mistake of me, in my opinion. But afterwards, after being in this situation where I'm blocked off to the south by the terrain, in the west and the northwest by gankers who are already dismounted, the problem and the reason why I didn't go back was that there were mounted up players chasing me from the east. So I would assume in such a situation that they have people behind them already who are also dismounted already. So I will most likely not get out of there, and I thought I had a reasonable chance to get to the exit, which in hindsight I didn't have. I was hoping I would have a decent chance to get close enough to the exit, but in hindsight, it obviously was not the case. And it's somewhat hard to judge always because you do not necessarily know how many people there are still waiting and how many people are behind me. It's always really hard to estimate, and that's really sometimes more a matter of feeling and some subconscious experiences influencing the feeling. It's kind of hard. Like, it's usually guessing. It's like probabilities. But like, in the first place, I should not have gotten into a position where I'm blocked off uh, at the south. That was a big mistake and a big problem. If I had the south as an escape possibility, I may have gotten out. Like, when you're getting chased, you really need to make yourself some options. Like, you need to create options. You need to put yourself into a good position. That's the main thing about escaping, and you need to be quick. And if possible, troll the gankers a little bit so they don't exactly know what you're going for, and likewise cannot position correctly since they don't know your plan. Only deer killed and one calf. Yeah, I only killed one stag or deer, and I've gotten a baby. That was pretty lucky and pretty nice. I got jump scared multiple times in this video because you kept getting close to the mic for a few seconds, which makes it suddenly very loud. Yeah, like. But I like moving. I like moving. I like moving the whole time. Like, and then the sound, what is it called? The volume is probably going up like crazy. I've heard the difference when I looked at some material, and yeah. But let's see how it will be in the future. But now I should be very loud again. Bam. You could have cleansed the bleed with Guardian Helmet too, right? Yes, exactly. And I, if I remember correctly, I simply pressed the wrong button. I'm not 100% sure anymore, but I believe I simply pressed the wrong button out of like nervousness or something. But it was just such a silly mistake. Like, I probably would not have died in this situation. Probably not. All right, this seems to be it. Let's see, refreshing. Yep, this is it.